You know, it's funny how some of the strongest memories, they aren't the big planned out things. I was thinking about this rainy Sunday, totally ordinary. My partner and I, we just ended up dancing in the kitchen, waiting for pasta to boil.
Yeah.
Yeah, laughing at old photos, playing some silly card game we didn't even finish. No plan, nothing special, just us being there.
Right.
And honestly, that day, it sticks with me more than some, huge celebration we planned for weeks.
That makes perfect sense.
It just shows how deep connections can come from those really quiet, normal moments. Just laughter, care, being present.
It's fascinating, isn't it? Because psychologically, those simple shared moments, they're not just nice little memories. They're actually the glue holding our relationships together.
The glue.
Yeah, exactly. They build this emotional anchor, gives you comfort, strength when things get tough, reminds you what the relationship's about, and it makes you look forward to more. It's how you build that real story of us.
That day really did stick. Makes you think, though, if these quiet moments are so powerful, why do we often put so much energy into just the grand gestures?
That's a great question.
So for this deep dive, that's our mission, really. Let's explore the art and the science of actually creating shared memories.
Okay.
We want to dig into why they're so vital for strengthening bonds, what kind of experiences actually stick, and importantly, how you can start building your own, let's call it memory masterpiece today, whether it's with a partner, family, new friends, whoever.
And let's start with maybe it's the pricing question. Why do we humans have this powerful desire, this need to share experiences, even when, honestly, the thing itself might not be more fun just because someone else is there?
Oh, interesting.
What are the deeper drives behind that?
Yeah.
That's what we're going to unpack.
Okay, so let's lay the foundation. Shared memories, they're not just nice stories, right? They're fundamental, essential even.
Absolutely fundamental. Think of it like the science of us. Shared memories, they build the bedrock of meaningful relationships. They deepen connection, foster intimacy.
Right.
They're the building blocks for what we call a shared identity. That's how you go from you and me to us. Creates this powerful narrative of being together.
A shared story.
Exactly. And it's not just a feeling, it's hardwired. When you relive positive shared experiences, your brain literally releases dopamine, oxytocin, and the good stuff.
It's a bonding chemical.
Precisely. Satisfaction, bonding. And this isn't just, feeling good for a second. It creates a deep, lasting imprint, strengthens the connection, builds that emotional anchor, especially for when life throws curveballs.
So it's biological then, not just something we learn.
Deeply biological, yes.
But what about relationships that have been around a while? Things get comfortable, maybe that initial spark feels less sparkly. How do new experiences or just like novelty keep things fresh?
Novelty. It's crucial. In long-term relationships, that initial buzz naturally mellows out. Introducing new experience is vital. It reignites passion, keeps the connection feeling alive.
How so?
Well, these new things, they inherently increase intimacy. They foster growth, both personally and for the relationship, just by pushing you slightly outside your comfort zone.
Okay.
It can even help communication, working together to figure out something new. Dr. Arthur Aaron's research famously showed this. Couples doing exciting, challenging activities together. They reported more attraction, stronger feelings of love, higher relationship satisfaction.
Oh.
It really just shows the power of trying something new together.
That makes a lot of sense. And yet, you mentioned something really interesting before, this difference between wanting an experience and actually liking it more. That sounds counterintuitive.
Right. Here's where it gets really fascinating.
Yeah.
This psychological concept suggests we're driven to share experiences. That's the wanting, mainly for social connection, even if the experience itself isn't actually more enjoyable, the liking, than if we did it alone.
Wait, really?
Yeah. Studies showed this quite clearly. People watched videos, right?
Yeah.
In labs, online, with friends, with strangers, different types of videos.
Yeah.
All sorts of setups. And they found that sharing these minimalistic experiences where there wasn't direct talking or interaction during the video, it did not consistently make people report enjoying the video more.
So just having someone else there didn't automatically make the movie better. That definitely goes against what I'd assume.
Exactly. But here's the kicker. Despite not liking it more, participants consistently chose to give up money, like real monetary rewards, a significant chunk sometimes, just for the chance to have that shared experience.
They paid to share, even if it wasn't more fun.
Essentially, yes. It shows this incredibly strong intrinsic wanting for connection. It's separate from the immediate pleasure, the sort of hedonic benefit of the activity itself. It suggests this deep drive for social connection is primary. Building and fostering relationships is paramount, more so even than the momentary fun. It's a powerful, adaptive human need to belong. Deeply ingrained. We want to connect even if the liking isn't boosted.
That really changes things, doesn't it? Prioritizing just being together over maximizing the fun of the activity itself.
Okay, so if we know why shared memories are so important and what drives us, let's talk about what kind of experiences actually create those lasting bonds most effectively.
It's really about a balance, a mix.
Oh,
Both the grand adventures and the quiet, everyday stuff, they both hold significant power. It's not either. It's about weaving them together to create this rich, tapestry of memories.
So should we all be booking skydiving trips then? Chasing the big thrills?
Well, those definitely have a place. I often encourage people to start a firsts tradition.
A first tradition.
Yeah, try something genuinely new together once a month. Could be a new type of food, a short hike somewhere nearby you've never been, a dance class, anything. These fresh experiences, they keep the bond exciting, full of discovery. They become like little markers on your journey together.
Like chapters in a book.
Yeah.
Exactly. And adventurous dates are great too. Rock climbing, sure. Or maybe something less intense but still different, like a stargazing picnic.
Mm-hmm.
These things build trust, teamwork, that feeling of we did this together. It deepens the bond.
Okay.
And if you're thinking about groups, things like adventure travel, group ziplining, skydiving, they create these exhilarating, unforgettable moments. Being part of a group doing something adventurous, it pushes you, helps you grow, and strengthens bonds through, shared challenges. Like I heard about a group kayaking in Halong Bay, had to paddle like mad to get back before dark.
Oh, wow.
Those are the stories you tell for years.
I like that firsts idea. Makes adventure feel more doable than just planning a massive trip. But you also mentioned the magic in the mundane. Is there really memory power in just, watching a TV show together? Or is that just normal life?
Oh, absolutely there is. Those quiet, everyday moments often become the most treasured memories. Why? Because they reflect genuine connection. The simple joy of just being together. Think about sharing coffee in the morning, a walk at sunset, reading a book, or watching a show side by side. These might seem small, but they create this steady rhythm of togetherness that deepens intimacy.
Right.
And you can be intentional about it too. Create cozy date nights at home. Turn the living room into a little retreat for movies, board games, just relaxing. And critically, establish rituals, traditions.
Like what?
Maybe it's a weekly date night. Maybe you recreate your first date every year. Maybe specific meals for certain holidays. These things provide stability, a sense of belonging, a consistent legacy of shared joy you can look forward to.
That's a lovely way to elevate the ordinary. What about things like shared hobbies? Or maybe even giving back, volunteering together?
Both incredibly powerful for connection. Try cooking a meal from scratch together. Yeah. Seriously, even if you mess it up, the kitchen mishaps, those become sweet, funny memories you'll laugh about. Or actively find a mutual hobby. Cooking class, painting, dance lessons, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
The process learning together, laughing, maybe struggling a bit, that is the adventure. It's not just about getting good at it.
Right, the shared effort.
Exactly. And don't underestimate volunteering. Finding a cause you both care about and working on it as a team. That creates profound fulfillment, shared purpose. I know a couple who volunteered at an animal sanctuary. They always talked about how tired they were after, but their hearts were full. And they developed this unexpected fondness for goats.
Huh. Goats.
See, it's about finding meaning together, beyond just yourselves.
Okay, so we've got the why and the what. Now, the big one. What does this mean for you listening? How can you actually intentionally weave more memory making into your life, starting now?
Right. The key word there is intentionality, especially when life gets hectic. It's about actively looking for and cherishing the small moments. That quiet walk after dinner, a quick, meaningful chat before bed, leaving a surprise note.
Small things add up.
They really do. These small, consistent, intentional gestures accumulate into something much, much bigger over time.
And once you have these moments, these memories, how do you make sure they last? That they keep resonating?
That's where documenting your journey comes in. Preserving memories through tangible things is really valuable. Memory books, shared journals, photo albums, even digital scrapbooks.
What tangible?
Well, these tools, they don't just store memories. They let you reflect, cultivate gratitude. They help you celebrate milestones. They can be a real source of comfort during tough times. and even inspiration for the future. I remember this couple, they had a memory book project. Every anniversary, they'd add new photos, notes.
So that's lovely.
Yeah, and revisiting it together became this really powerful bonding ritual for them. It actively enriched their relationship year after year.
That's a beautiful practice. You also mentioned a framework earlier, unique shared experiences for deepening relationships quickly. Tell us about that.
Yes, this is a really potent framework, especially for accelerating connection. It has 3 core parts. First, unique shared experiences. They create a story you can bond over, something you'll recount for ages, like, the time you almost lost that giant inflatable duck at a festival.
Haha, right, a shared anecdote.
Exactly. Right. Second, they break the day-to-day context. They take you out of your routine, force new perspectives, spark different conversations just by changing the scenery.
Gets you out of a rut.
Precisely. And third, they often force vulnerability. They reveal deeper parts of yourselves, especially if there's a shared struggle, an unexpected challenge, or you have to rely on each other.
Makes sense.
And what's key here is unique doesn't have to mean extreme or pricey. Hitting an archery range, doing a workout together in the park at sunrise, a backyard concert for just the 2 of you, teaming up for a chili cook-off. Yeah. Simple, but different.
So it's the novelty and maybe a little shared challenge, not necessarily the expense or the adrenaline rush.
That's exactly right. And you can use what some people call the doubling down approach. Start simple, like sharing a meal, then gradually increase the uniqueness of the challenge. Maybe go from shooting hoops casually to training for a backpacking trip together.
Ah, okay. Build up.
Yeah. It accelerates relationship development, helps you quickly see if there's a deeper connection there, so you can invest your time wisely and build something that really lasts.
And finally, what about those group experiences, like organized trips? They seem like prepackaged memory opportunities.
They definitely can be. Group experiences, especially organized tours, they have built-in advantages. Often the planning's done for you. You get curated itineraries, maybe access to cool spots you wouldn't find on your own.
Less stress.
Right. Plus, there's safety in numbers, right, and often it's more cost-effective group discounts, shared costs. But maybe most importantly, these settings are fantastic for meeting like-minded people. You can make lifelong friends. Often there are passionate guys who really act as the glue for the group.
Facilitating connection?
Exactly. They make the whole shared journey even more memorable, more connection-rich. You just never know who you'll click with on those adventures.
Okay, so wrapping up this deep dive, we've really covered a lot. The huge impact of shared memories, from the brain chemistry boosts forging bonds, to practical ways to make it happen, being intentional, documenting things, embracing both big adventures and those unique everyday moments.
And ultimately, whether it's scaling a mountain or just sitting quietly on the couch together, the real magic, it's in the connection, the presence you bring to those shared moments. It's less about the specific activity and more about that fundamental human desire to build something lasting. Something shared.
Life moves so fast, doesn't it? But maybe love, connection, maybe that slows it down a bit. The memories you intentionally create today, those really are the treasures you'll hold on to tomorrow.
And here's a final thought to chew on. If our innate wanting to connect is so strong, so powerful, that we'll actively seek shared experiences even when they don't immediately feel more enjoyable than going solo, what does that truly tell us about our fundamental human need for belonging? How might understanding that distinction, that gap between wanting connection and liking the activity, shift how you approach your own relationships? Maybe prompting you to seek that connection first, with the enjoyment being a wonderful bonus, but perhaps not always the main point.
Something to definitely think about. Thank you so much for joining us on this deep dive. We really hope these insights inspire you to go out and create your next unforgettable shared memory.